Alright, let's hope it works. Come on here, LucasArts. I believe in you. There we go. Welcome to Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. So, I got some mods here in the Steam version, and thankfully it wasn't too hard to make them work. What I ended up doing was installing Evolution Ultimate, and it's pretty awesome. It even has more cut content than the DLC unlocker, because the DLC unlocker just unlocked 5 measly old maps over yonder. But what Evolution Ultimate did is actually port in some of the content that was later put into the console versions of the game and made them accessible. And I'm going to show you, for instance, hopefully this will work, Endor. And this is actually what's left of the Endor DLC on the PC. Because it turns out some of it's on there. And what this person has done is they've made a massive battle here where you can fight a bunch of characters, and it seems like what they did is they jerry-rigged the core into basically a hero deathmatch where you and a bunch of other heroes and villains in Star Wars can duke it out like fucking Count Dooku. I'm gonna fucking throw on the ground, apparently. This is wild. And in order to complete this challenge successfully, you have to go over to this side and lift these 4 pylons up. And I'll show you what that looks like, but this is apparently part of the salvation. You can see some of the geometry for it way over there. It's like a destroyed hallway in the core of the ship generator. And that was Frankenstein together into this challenge mode where you're able to basically fight a bunch of characters, and should, I guess, you want to complete this challenge, even though you really don't have to, you can go over here and do it. And you really aren't going to be able to do this because you can see the timers are like 16, 17 minutes. So clearly the intention is not for you to actually beat the challenge as much as it is to just play it and just fight these guys. So there's Mace Windu versus Boba Fett versus Emperor Palpatine versus me versus training droids for the Sith versus Proxy versus a terror spider droid versus Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin, Luke Skywalker. I love this. This is just, Disney would have a fucking seizure if they saw this, so that's why I love it especially, because if Disney wants me to do one thing, well, obviously I'm not gonna, because fuck them and their shitty canon. I want to fucking enjoy what I want to enjoy. Rules be damned. I don't know about you, but I want to fucking play this game with more content, and after 15 fucking years, I finally found something that could do it. Hell yeah. So this is basically a fucking fever dream come true for me, where I get to basically make my fucking Star Wars fantasy come to life, unlike EA, who absolutely failed me. But as you can see, I'll see if I can get a bit of a better view of the actual Endor base. But as you can see, there's a river. There's not the skybox from the Xbox version. I believe there was more forest. This is an unfinished version of the Endor base, but as you can see, there's the satellite. These are the platforms where you and Princess Leia fight. And as well as that, I wonder what happens if we fall. Oh, we die. Okay. Well, that makes sense. But this was apparently part of a cut Day 1 DLC, which inevitably did turn into the Endor DLC for the consoles. And that was the thing, is they were doing the typical Day 1 DLC scam that a lot of companies like Electronic Arts and other companies like Activision were starting to do at the time. And I imagine if Destiny was on PC, yeah, the field day people would have had with that would have been great. And also, this gets to be the Boba Fett fight I didn't get in the story mode, so hell yeah. What's better than one? Fucking 2 Boba Fetts. I can fucking launch the unused training droid. That was another thing I meant to mention in the last video where I was exploring hidden Day 1 DLC for The Force Unleashed. And it was that there was the training droid. There were more enemy types as well hidden in the challenge mode that were inaccessible. That now, thanks to this mod and a few others that were bundled into it, now work properly. I did figure out what was up with the frame rate in the last episode. Unfortunately, it was me not using the Steam version, which has this 60 FPS patch, and on top of that as well, I forgot to turn on hardware encoding for my recorder, so that's embarrassing. But anyway, we're all good now. Hopefully, as you'll be able to see in the final project, or final video here. How are you? But anyway, yeah, Maul Killer. I've also got double lightsaber bladed Maul Killer. Deke Star Killer. I've got even more shit than before. I can be one of the clones that are, one of the fucking disgusting looking stillborn clones. They even ported in a bunch, backported in a bunch of skins and costumes from the prior game. Even did some from the Endor DLC, where you could be an Ewok, and in this case, you couldn't, I don't think, in the Endor DLC, but they added it, so you can be. Nemoidians, Baron Tarko, Gamorrean guards, a whole lot. Fucking hell, games would love to have this much fucking cosmetic shit in it. Look, it just keeps going. We're gonna start from the beginning to the end. Here we go. And that is how many fucking costumes you have. All for free for a 10-year-old, or actually a 15-year-old video game as of recording. Now we compare that to whatever the hell they're doing with these newer games, and honestly, fuck these newer games, because let me just play this shit. And I fucking will. I don't need to ask permission to do this shit. I got your permission right here. All hail Emperor Palpatine. Fucking Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker versus Boba Fett. 2 Boba Fetts. A training droid, 3 training droids, a terror spider droid, Count Dooku. This is fucking awesome. This kind of shit right here is why I like Force Unleashed so much. I didn't think I'd be making a follow-up video so quickly, but I found some good shit, that's for damn sure. And if you want to install this, I'll leave a link to the shit in the description so you can mess around with it yourself. And I highly, highly recommend you do if you feel like this game ever disappointed you, because apparently not too many people have modded this game, and not many people know about this mod. It's pretty awesome. So let me see if I can find some other maps to play on here. Count down there, Vader. Alright, sweet. So, able to kill Darth Starkiller. There's Darth Sidious and Darth Vader. There's also other modes. Showdown in the Endor bunker, I have found, does not work. It crashes my game for some reason. Let me show you the Heroes level generator room. So this is another one where a bunch of heroes and villains duke it out in the Salvation's generator. And they have Darth Maul, Mace Windu, Darth Sidious. And, you can pull these up if you want. It's up to you, but I don't think, once again, that winning is really the point as much as it is just having fun with whatever the hell they're doing here. There's Darth Scion, who was ported in from the first game. Like, some modders just unlocked a bunch of shit that was hidden and even backported it in from the first game. Here's me versus myself. My evil dark side self. It's awesome. I fucking launch myself at Emperor Palpatine and launch this guy at him too. I work alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi while fighting all of the Sith and the other characters too. Like, this is the kind of shit that I wanted to fucking play when I originally popped this shit in the Xbox 15 years ago. I love it. And if there were more challenges and, like, even story content, I'd basically be satisfied, because, you know, there's a lot in here now thanks to this. There is, like, 24, like, 20, I don't know, 23, 24 challenges, I think. And that's all thanks to some people snooping around in the files and figuring out there's a bunch of leftover stuff, and stuff that can be backported, so instantaneously added about, like, I don't know, I'd say a couple dozen hours of replay value for me. Thankfully, I am very, very simple to please, and, you know, if I get more of a cool thing that I fucking want, you bet your ass I'm gonna fucking play it. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna fight Emperor Palpatine, and I like that you actually can fight him, as opposed to it just being a, you know, total fucking disappointment of him just being only in the Endor DLC once with a cutscene. Also, fun thing, you can mind trick him too. And then beat his ass while he thinks he ain't looking, so there you go. Once again, Sam Witwer beating the shit out of himself. Love it. Gotta whoop my own ass. Throw an explosive barrel at the Emperor. Fucking bionicle canister. Oh shit. There you go, Luke and Anakin Skywalker working together. Like, I don't give a shit if it doesn't make any sense. Fuck the canon, dog. Let me have some fun every once in a while. Break the rules. This is what I want from Star Wars games. Just a fun playground. I always wanted this kind of shit from a new Battlefront, and never got it with EA's games. Just a crazy big sandbox mode or something. Like, you know, like it was, but better. Better graphics, better visuals, better performance, hopefully. And thankfully, using the Steam version as opposed to the Day 1 disc version, which had its fair share of deloading issues, those seem to be fixed in the Steam version. So, good news there. I'll still obviously keep both, because it's fun to have on the shelf. I'll look into seeing if the Day 1 version can be patched to work like this as well, but I'm unsure at this point, so we'll see. Thankfully, this does work, and, you know, if all else goes well, hopefully, no more issues. But I do like that one bit with the Terror Walker coming in. That was awesome. In the challenge at the end. So clearly these people were having some fun while they made this. So am I. I'm fucking playing it. So, we're gonna exit out of that one. That one's cool. Sidious and Vader literally take forever to kill, because whoever programmed Sidious just used Vader's logic, which, you know, makes sense. But I am glad that there was at least some way to have, like, a kind of rematch. There's another level here, the Unleash Challenge, where you have to kill the Imperial forces. Or Empire forces, my bad. It's in this room. I don't know what's up with this room, but that looks cool. Looks like something from one of those concept art cinematics you can unlock by playing the challenge mode more. Like, I guarantee you most people don't even remember the challenges exist, and probably just ended up not even giving a shit about them. But as you can see, there's a... The AI doesn't really move, but there is more content that was hidden in the game files, so it wasn't just me saying a bunch of nonsense for 30 minutes last time. It turns out, yeah, there's entire rooms, geometry, shit like this. Like, there's this reactor, you know, like, what the fuck is this? It's an entirely hidden room outside the bounds of the map. And you can see that they clearly are meant to come out of these, like, you know, tubes and elevators. The fucking clone killer here is crying. Well, he's toast, is what he is, and so is that guy, but I do like the new HUD that they did up there in the top left. It's pretty cool, but as you can see, clearly they didn't finish this because I can just open the door. I'm gonna see if I can get this motherfucker. Get down, bitch. Health will not be rewarded for killing enemies. Well, it's a good thing that that doesn't apply to Life Drain, where you get health upon hit. See? Fucking pinned that dude against the wall and beat the shit out of him. Now, if Disney Star Wars was more like this, I'd fucking actually give a shit about the crap they keep putting in people's mouths, but I ain't gonna fucking eat that. But it is interesting to look and see all of this, and know for sure that this was in fact real. There were tons of unused bits of geometry and pieces of cut content that were, in fact, outside the bounds of the map and could, in fact, be played. Now, currently, this is kind of just me wailing on a bunch of AI while they just sit there defending themselves, maybe kind of once or twice able to actually shoot me or something, which is a bit unfortunate. Like, he's not able to move, so best I can do is turn him into a shish kebab. Which I don't think anybody's got a problem with that. Basically fucking stun lock them in the corner and beat the ever-living shit out of them. It's great. And there's like, I think, 3 or 4 waves of this, and it's pretty neat. If you do want to see someone else, you know, play this, well, I'm sure you can find them. There is going to be an install guide in the description, and what kind of got me and why it didn't work at first is what I had to do was actually extract the files from the level packs. So you have to use 7-zip to open the archive, take the files from the level packs in those archives, and then copy-paste them into your game directory where the level packs are. For, you know, you have to, that's the thing, is it's really screwy, but you have to actually open the level packs with 7-zip, take the files that say this goes in whatever pack, and then using 7-zip, you know, you drag it in there, whatever. There's a video that'll show you all about it, but like I said before, if you're confused about this shit, then just maybe watch the video. You know, I'm not a tech support channel, so I'm not gonna do that. I say as I describe how to fucking do that, but anyway. Locked him. Oh, shit. Disintegrations. I find the green lightsabers are very helpful. The life drain ones there. Because you can get health on every successful hit, as opposed to every kill. That's incredibly overpowered. People don't really talk about them, but, you know. I do kind of wish it was like the first game, where the bonuses were separated from the actual crystals. So that way you could have whatever colored crystal and saber color you want. So you could have the power of, you know, like lifesteal, but the disintegration black color, if you will. See, and I can also hit corpses too, and that counts as getting life regen back, because it's like I'm still hitting an enemy, but that does not account for if the enemy is actually alive. That's another thing I like about this game, the physics. The physics and the sounds. When he hits the ground, his body actually makes physical sounds. A nice shot there, dog. So instead of stabbing him while he's on the ground to try and get some health back... No, I guess I did. Never mind. Bye-bye, bitch. But anyway. Totally failed that time, but I don't really care much, because what I really do care about is exploring crazy shit that they've, you know, added here. Some more levels. And hell yeah. There's the Casino Jedi hunt where you can do Order 66 on Cato Nemoidia. There's diving. Showdown in Camino. Give this one a shot. And yeah, this is a bit buggy. Oh shit. Well, well. That's a lot more than I thought there'd be. Well, that would end up working. Awesome. Always wanted to fuck around with this one more. Can I go this way? I cannot. Oh, it's Darth Maul. Bye-bye, Darth Maul. I'm gonna turn you into a pin cushion. Holy shit. Disintegrations allowed. Only disintegrations. Remember, guys, it's stealth if there are no survivors. It's Darth Maul and Darth Sion. Later, Proxy. This kind of shit. Give me more cool reasons to fucking play old games, and I will come running. Sure as hell don't threaten me with a fun time. See, I don't know why there weren't challenge maps like this. It would have been perfect. You can reuse content, and on top of that, also have another cool excuse to play the game. I mean, hell. This is awesome. So these are basically just the salvation, like all three of them. I'm gonna do the Saber Guard's Core Destruction. Okay. That's a lot of Saber guards. What the hell is that? Some no sign. Something. I don't know. Boom. Thankfully they are not immune to the Force Repulse. But I imagine this is a fun playground where you get to just absolutely slam 500 Saber guards. Fine by me. Alright, let's slam the A button some more. Mission accomplished. Boom. I don't understand how I get a Padawan rank and then it says I have gold. I'm not complaining. The Rebel Core Destruction. Let's see it. That's a lot of Rebel soldiers who are pissed off at me. Probably because of me teabagging their corpses. Well, sweet Jesus. This reminds me of those missiles. These motherfuckers are absolutely gonna tear me apart. Yep. Damn, the rebels are good. Shouldn't have underestimated our own boys. I gotta run, though. Run, Star Killer! Yeah, I get the feeling that's trying to actually complete the mission isn't the point. I gotta turn one of these to blue and green. Shit, they got me. This one's pretty cool. I don't even care that I'm dying. That's I did not expect that even a little bit, but that's awesome. It is kind of shitty that they're spawn trapping me, but yeah, whatever. See how this goes. Can I go rage mode? Oh, no, I can't. Damn. Damn, they got me. Shit, they fucking spawn in like lemmings. There's a fuckload of them. Well then. Let's see Stormtrooper. How good is their aim compared to the Rebels? We're gonna find out. Oh damn. A lot better. Well, actually. That's a lot of fucking Stormtroopers. Basically, the best solution I find is to just get a shitload of distance. And then, hopefully they don't shoot you enough to kill you. Oh man, it changed my lightsaber to green and green again. I gotta do... There we go. I imagine it also probably... Yep, no wonder these were kind of shitty. Anyway. Switch that back over. There we go, much better. See, I figured they were dealing way too much damage, and I was not being able to replenish my force energy enough. I was right. But this is like straight out of the trailer, where Starkiller is right in the middle of that whole army of Stormtroopers. Now that's something I always wanted to actually play. This is probably as close as we'll get. Bye-bye. Oh shit, I knocked his shirt off. I've heard of knocking your socks off, but I've never heard of knocking your shirt off. That's a new one. Fuck yeah. Heads up. Alright, let's raise the core, see if anything happens. They spawn in anymore? Not particularly, no. I do like that they explode if I mind trick them. Picking on that guy in particular. No other. A civil war. 3 stormtroopers versus 1 guy. I want to see how many of these guys I can gather. This is more of a Star War. I don't know about you. Not so much of a skirmish anymore. How many of them spawn? Because you think Battlefront gets chaotic, well, you've not seen this. I had a decent amount of them. Time to go Super Saiyan. There we go. One last good hit there. I love this. This is awesome. 500 Stormtroopers or so versus Starkiller. Add about 3,000 more and it'd be an even fight. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna turn up the door jam here. Practicing my combos. See, Starkiller, he's got a fun little Overwatch ability down there in the bottom left that tons of people who play this game just seem to forget about. Like, yeah, maybe a lot of these levels wouldn't have been such a slog if you'd use the ability that would prevent choke points at key points where you get screwed over, such as giant mechs. I usually tend to use it on annoying-ass motherfuckers and bots. Like the giant droids and, on occasion, some of the terror troopers. See, a lot of people just forget that shit exists after the first level, and I'm like, how the fuck do you forget this? Look at this shit, I'm fucking glowing with lightning. Rage. That is a cool mode, I don't know about you. Now that's even more fucking unleashed than the original. See what this mind trick does. Every one of them is mind tricked. Except for that guy. A few others who respawn, but I don't care. There we go. Awesome. Oh shit, they're spawning in the generator. We'll need a new one, Master. No. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. There's more modes, more challenges. Stormtrooper Cato Defense. Defend the green circle of the Stormtroopers. From, or is there just a green circle with Stormtroopers in it? Oh, it's the Domination Challenge, I gotcha. Fun fact, you can actually defend it pretty damn well if you just spam these moves and stall for time that way. So the best way to defend the circle is to not stand in the circle, but instead to just go over here and start spamming combo moves. Ah, fuck. I say that as I just totally screwed this challenge, so let me try that again. Preferably, you don't throw the Stormtrooper into the circle, like me, because I'm a dumbass. Here, dog. You gonna die. What's up, dog? Oh, you. I'll just stand there and watch. Don't blame you. What the hell are you gonna do to that? Tell me, how do you defend against this? What is your best strategy? I'll wait. Name a better tactic, I can't tell you. So, I'm gonna do the Casino Jedi hunt. Order 66. And obviously for this, I have to bust out the, Xbox 360 controller, or it's not accurate. So this here is Order 66 mode. There's a bunch of, I guess, vaguely Clone Wars looking characters over here. And I'm gonna throw shit at them. Because like I said, how the hell do you defend against that? So there's a few waves of this that you have to be on the lookout for. You know what I think it did? Yep, that's exactly what it did. There are no achievements, Force Unleashed. Go home, you drunk. This guy's gonna go to hell. Excellent. So, once again, unfortunately the AI can't really move, but it is fun to fuck around with them in this little toy box, basically. And the clones as well are also Terror Trooper reskins. And here's a boss from Public Commando who's a, I don't know, Jedi Guard or something. I don't know, he is almost down. I think he got you. This is what I love about this game, just fucking ragdolling them. And they do send in bosses as well. Unfortunately though, like as you can see, the biggest problem with the mod is that they can't really move, so best they can kind of do is just angrily stare at you. Unless they're in the reactor core or some other map with actual, seemingly working AI logic. He ain't going anywhere. There we go. I'm gonna beat the holy hell out of that guy. Gave that motherfucker not the chair, but I gave the chair to him. I didn't throw the chair into that guy. I threw that guy into the chair. As I will demonstrate. Oh, there we go. Even hit the ball. Bonus points. 10 points to Gryffindor. So here we have Ki-Adi-Mundi and Plo Koon. I'm going to go after Master Droid attack on the Wookiees here. Old Conehead's got a big head. Makes him a nice target. Get wrecked. Oh damn, I got wrecked. Oh, hit me. Cinematic camera there. Stay focused on him. He uses the Darth Vader moveset. This is what I was saying, it takes a while. The animations are still cool though. There we go. So that means I'm going to go for Ki-Adi-Mundi here first. Again. Actually, I'm going to take out this asshole. There we go. That is a cool idea. Starkiller being able to mind trick Jedi Masters. Bye-bye. There we go. Absolutely beat the hell out of him. Time to die. Jedi pilot Luke there. With 2 lightsabers. The choices for characters in this are a bit strange, but more content is more content, and I'm not going to complain about that. So yeah, this mod's pretty awesome. Thankfully it seems to work on the Steam version. I guess whatever version was up with Steam is it seemed to have fixed some of the instability deloading issues at least, so that's good. Let's see if I can find this last guy, kill him, and then... Well, I'm probably going to head off to bed and do a part 2, because this is 50 fucking minutes, jeez Louise. Yeah, I might need to work on that a little better, but, you know, why the hell not? That's the thing I say. I don't really like long-ass videos, but, yeah, fuck it, why not? Break your rules every once in a while. Live a little. The dark side. Well, he's over here. The lightsaber throw has betrayed you. Mission accomplished. Well, that was an absolute blast. And that was awesome. 420? Yeah, fuck it, we'll take it. Happy Easter, everyone.